Junior mining company Scandium Canada has just unveiled a major update on its Crater Lake project in Quebec, confirming it's setting on one of the most promising scandium resources in the world, with demand rising for aluminum-scandium alloys in everything from aerospace to clean tech. This could be a game changer. Joining us now is Guy Bourassa, CEO of Scandium Canada. Guy, thanks very much indeed for talking to us.
Well, thanks for having me. My pleasure.
Well, you were leading a junior mining company with very big ambitions, developing what could become a key North American source of scandium and rare earths. Before we get into that update that you have, give us a quick snapshot. What is Scandium Canada and why does it matter right now?
Well, Scandium Canada, the name says it all. It's a scandium project located in Canada, in the province of Quebec, northern Quebec to be more precise. It's the only primary source of scandium currently being developed in the world. That's by far the largest one. And it could be a game changer, not only for North America, but for the world, as we're speaking about supply, safe, reliable, long-term safe supply of scandium.
I want to speak about that in more detail, but for now, what does this new mineral resource estimate tell us about the potential of the Crater Lake deposit?
Oh, it confirms the great potential of further increasing the resource. Going to be a very, very large resource as we go on and continue expanding it if required. It's one of the 5 main targets on a 47 square kilometer mineral right property. The Crater Lake project, as it was presented, and we're talking about the TG zone, was about 350 meters long. There was a drill hole about 250 meters more to the south, which was described as different and known as the south lobe of the TG zone. Last summer, we went and we infilled the drilling between these two known resource, and we're able to attach everything together. So now we're over 600 meters along strike, still open in all direction at depth and laterally. And like I say, it's one of 5 major targets that have, for the others, been not drilled yet. This one, with the addition of the resource as we're speaking today, can easily be a 25, 30-year mine life at twice the actual world production of scandium oxide around the world. So it's very, very big.
It's fascinating, the TG zone, because I suppose now you've confirmed that as a single continuous deposit. I'm wondering, how does that change your development strategy moving forward? You touched on it a bit there.
Yes, going forward, well, the initial 25-year mine life that we had with the northern lobe, as described in the preliminary economic assessment on the project dated in 2022, we were looking at an open pit that would go down to about 150 meters deep. Now that you've been able to expand by 250 meters the length along strike, instead of going for the first 25 years at a depth of 150, 170 meters, you're going to be able to extend horizontally and, of course, have less dilution, less stripping ratio, and less costly operation because you're going to remain above the 100-meter level. So it's interesting. And as we will be opening it and developing it, like I said, it's open in all direction laterally. So maybe we're going to be able to continue and not go below the 100-meter level for the initial 25 years. So it's interesting. It gives us more refined details about the deposit, about its geology. It confirmed that the high grade is all over that extension. So it's an interesting revelation, I would say.
Scandium remains a lesser known metal, isn't it? I mean, but why is it so valuable, and what industries are you targeting here? This is important for investors to know with your aluminum-scandium alloys.
Yeah, currently about a third of the world production goes into the making of electrolyte for solid oxide fuel cell. in the form of scandium oxide. Very, very niche application, small volumes for the rest. The real large market that should start is the aluminum-scandium alloys. Because when you had a very little quantity, let's say 0.2 to 0.4% of scandium oxide into an aluminum bar, you completely change its properties because it becomes anti-corrosion, very good conductor of electricity, dissipation of heat, and increase significantly the strength of that aluminum bar. You take a pure aluminum bar, 99.9%, and you add 0.4% of scandium, the strength of that bar multiplies by 8 times. So you don't increase the weight, but you increase the strength. So you can see the very large applications in all the things that are moving around the world that you want to reduce the weight, to reduce your greenhouse gases, and you see all of the potential applications. The reality is there's thousands and thousands of patents around the world about aluminum scandium and different type of alloys and their use. The problem is the difficulty to find a secure, reliable, long-term supply. Currently, the world production comes as a byproduct. Nickel mine, titanium mine, they have some units of scandium attached to that. So you are at the mercy of a main mineral being mined.
There's growing talk of securing critical mineral supply chains in North America, and we want to know, what role do you see Scandium Canada playing in that space?
Yeah, sure. We definitively are going to be the cornerstone of any serious supply of aluminum scandium alloys. We will be the reason why, and it's going to be through Crater Lake, that anybody that wants to develop large quantities of material can live through that with our expertise, because we also developed aluminum scandium powders amenable to 3D printing, and therefore we know the alloys and we own the mining rights of the largest resource in the world. So it's not only North America, it's all of Europe, all of Australia, anybody that is seeking and looking for a long-term, high quality, but also large quantities. Currently, there's only one primary source, it's the Crater Lake, and that's the only one that can address the need of increased demand to meet the increased request by the suppliers.
Guy, I suppose it's a good time now, as we wrap up, for me to ask you, the news is flooding in. We see the political environment globally at the moment, with China restricting rare earth exports. How is Scandium Canada positioning itself as a secure North American supplier in that context?
Well, that certainly helps. That last week announcement by the Chinese government on imposing restriction on the export of some rare earths and scandium, that only confirms what we've been saying all along. There are clients that have potential clients and potential partners that have called us. They are ready to commercialize aluminum scandium alloys, but they did not want a month ago. They certainly cannot want at this time to be reliable on a Chinese supply chain for scandium. So we've been telling everybody, potential partners, financial institutions, investors, at the end of the day, somebody that wants to market the aluminum scandium or strictly scandium, and that does not want to be reliable on China, has no other places to go than Australia and Canada. And in North America, there's not another scandium project currently being developed. So the announcement by the Chinese government only confirms what we've been saying all along.
All right. I'm going to leave it there. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Thanks very much indeed, Guy Bourassa, CEO of Scandium Canada. Thanks very much indeed for your time.
Thank you very much. Bye.